and welcome to The Social Connection, your weekly destination for all the interesting activities, news and updates from the virtual world. So in the next half an hour, we'll try to update you with the news and views from the social media space. I'm Preeti and with me is Venkat.
Thank you, Preeti. Hello, welcome everyone. Yes, we are back with your dose of news from the world of social media. Latest trends, interesting makeovers, new features, and much more in today's Social Connection. But before we get into the deep waters of Social Connection, let's have a look at the surface bubbles, nothing but the headline stories.
HRD Ministry plans to launch web portal and app for IIT aspirants.
Google announces 2 new apps as its I/O Developers Conference.
Twitter simplifies character count, making more space for a tweet.
Aiming to combat the menace of coaching, the Human Resource Development Ministry is coming up with a mobile application and portal containing free lectures from IIT faculty on various subjects and also previous year's question papers of entrance tests to these prestigious engineering institutions. Speaking during an EPSI conference, the HRD Minister Smriti Irani said students can access 50 years of IIT entrance examination papers through the portal and also the application. Are you gearing up for IIT? Well, here is some good news. Human Resource Development Minister Smriti Irani said that in the coming months, government will launch the IIT PAL portal and mobile app for IIT JEE aspirants. HRD Minister Smriti Irani said it has also been decided that the questions in the IIT JEE entrance test would conform to Class 12 syllabus. Speaking at an event organized by Education Promotion Society for India, a body comprising private deemed universities, Irani said her ministry aims to resolve the various regulatory issues faced by these bodies while expressing concern over commercialization of education. Referring to the menace of coaching industry, Irani said one of the biggest pressures on students preparing for IIT exam is to seek outside help in preparation. The minister said that is why the government has decided to dedicate in the forthcoming 2 months an IIT PAL portal and mobile app on which 50 years of IIT examination papers will be available free of cost. In all segments of knowledge, on the basis of which students take the IIT exam, some of the IIT academicians and faculty members will give lectures available on this application so that students can have the additional learning. Keeping in mind the requirements of students who have studied in regional languages, this content will be available in 13 languages. She said in conjunction with IIT Council, it has been now ensured that the question papers conform to the Class 12 syllabus. Irani said another reality which needs to be confronted is about commercialization of education. Stressing that the biggest stakeholder in education sector is students, Irani said many times they are stifled by institutions that promise the world in prospectuses and websites. She also said a Bharatwani portal with education material in 22 languages will be launched soon.
At the I/O conference, which is Google's annual conference for developers, the internet giant unwrapped 2 new very distinct messenger apps that will work on iOS and Android phones. There's Hello for messages and emojis and Duo for video conferencing. It also unveiled a virtual home assistant device that will challenge Amazon Echo as the internet giant laid out a future rich with artificial intelligence. Here's more.
Whether it is welcoming a new baby, celebrating a winning shot, or discovering the best pizza ever, we all want to share these moments with friends and family the instant they happen. Most of the time, this means picking up our phones and sending a message or starting a call. Well, Google happens to make it a lot easier now. The tech giant shared a preview of 2 new apps that take a fresh look at how people connect. Google has announced the launch of 2 new apps, Hello and Duo, and its I/O Developers Conference that, according to Google, will set its flagging record straight in the personal communication segment. Google, in a blog post, said, Hello is a smart messaging app that makes your conversations easier and more expressive. It is based on your phone number, so you can get in touch with anyone in your phone book. And with deeply integrated machine learning, Hello has smart features to keep your conversations flowing and help you get things done. With Hello has smart reply built in, that means you can respond to messages without typing a single word. Smart reply learns over time and will show suggestions that are in your style. Smart Reply also works with photographs, providing intelligent suggestions related to the content of the photo. Hello also features the Google Assistant, bringing the richness of Google directly into your chats, helping you find information, get things done, and have fun. You can chat one-on-one with the assistant or call on Google in a group chat with friends. Either way, you no longer have to jump between apps to do things like book a dinner reservation with friends, get up-to-date sports scores, settle a bet or play a game. The assistant in Allo lets you bring things like search, maps, YouTube and translate to all your conversations so that you and your friends can use Google together. The Google Assistant in Allo understands your world. So you can ask for things like your agenda for the day, details of your flight and hotel, or photos from your last trip. And since it understands natural language patterns, you can just chat like yourself and it will understand what you're saying. For example, is my flight delayed? Will return information about your flight status. Following in the footsteps of Chrome, Google also created incognito mode in Allo. Chats in incognito mode will have end-to-end encryption and discrete notifications. Google's another app, Duo, is a simple, fast one-to-one video calling app for everyone, whether you're on Android or iOS. A fast or slow connection in New York or New Delhi. According to Google, like Allo, Duo is based on your phone number, allowing you to reach anyone in your phone book, and its simple interface fades away when you are in a call, so it is just the two of you. One of the features of Duo is Knock Knock, which shows you a live video preview of the caller before you pick up. Knock Knock invites you into the moment, making calls feel spontaneous and fun. Once you answer, Duo seamlessly transitions you right into the call. Duo calls are in crisp HD video to 720p and audio. Even if bandwidth is limited, Duo gracefully adjusts quality so you are still able to connect. Finally, all calls on Duo are end-to-end encrypted. Both apps will be available this summer on Android and iOS. Head over to Google Play and register to be notified when Allo and Duo are available. In its I/O conference, Google also unveiled a virtual home assistant device that will challenge Amazon Echo as the internet giant laid out a future rich with artificial intelligence. Home devices will incorporate new Google virtual assistant software introduced by Chief Executive Sundar Pichai. Home devices combine machine learning, online search, voice recognition, and more to allow people to get answers to questions, manage tasks, or control devices by speaking naturally, and the demonstrations showed the same. Guys, over the past decades, a tweet has evolved from a simple 140-character text message to a rich canvas for creative expression featuring photographs, videos, hashtags, vines, and more. In just past few months, Twitter added the ability to poll your community, react quickly with GIFs, and share and enjoy Periscope broadcasts and tweets. In order to revive its user base, the microblogging site Twitter is all set to make a revolutionary change which will help its users to compose longer messages.
So you think you can already do a lot in a tweet? Well, think again. Yes, Twitter wants you to be able to do even more. In the coming months, Twitter will make changes to simplify tweets, including what counts towards your 140 characters. So, for instance, @name in replies and media attachments like photos, GIFs, videos and polls will no longer use up valuable characters. Here's what will change. Username and media attachments such as photos, videos will no longer count against 140 character limit for a tweet. Twitter also omits @names in the reply from the character count. A new retweet button will also be added, which will help users to retweet and code their own tweets. New tweets that begin with a username will reach all your followers. That means you will no longer have to use the @ convention. These changes will help users to express and share more by adding images and GIFs in their tweets. Also, Twitterati's can use these changes to give an update to a previous tweet or to push out a really important or carefully crafted tweet if it did not do well the first time around. Twitter said that the change is part of its effort to simplify its microblogging service, which will happen in the next few months. Twitter, however, did not abolish its character limit. Also, the web links are not exempted from the 140 character limit. Twitter is giving its developer time to integrate the changes into their services and applications before rolling out the changes to the general public. Many Twitter users took to social media to cheer the change. Well, we are heading for a short break, but don't go anywhere, as coming up next is the top trends of this week. Stay tuned to the Social Connection.
हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर, दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी। खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back, friends, to your favorite show, The Social Connection. You must be familiar with the top trending topics of this week, but we bring you a quick wrap of those top trends that rule different social media platforms. Have a look at them.
A historic deal was signed by India this week to develop the strategic port of Chabahar in Iran and agreed on a 3-nation pact to build a transport and trade corridor through Afghanistan that could help halve the time and cost of doing business with Central Asia and Europe. Along with the pact to operate a strategic port in Chabahar on the Persian Gulf nation's southern coast, India altogether signed 12 agreements with Iran. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after signing of agreements in Tehran, said Chabahar can become a very big symbol of cooperation between Iran and India. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani also said in a joint press conference with Prime Minister, this made Chabahar one of the top trending hashtags. India successfully launched the first technology demonstrator of indigenously made reusable launch vehicle capable of launching satellites into orbit around Earth and then re-enter the atmosphere. The satellite was from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. This is the first time ISRO has launched a winged flight vehicle which glided back into a virtual runaway in the Bay of Bengal, some 500 kilometers from the coast. Known as Hypersonic Flight Experiment, it was about 10 minutes mission from lift out to splashdown. It has been configured to act as flying testbed to evaluate various technologies including hypersonic flight, autonomous landing, powered cruise flight and hypersonic flight using air-breathing propulsion, it said. It made ISRO and RLV one of the popular hashtags in virtual world. President Pranab Mukherjee signed the ordinance exempting state government from holding the national eligibility cum entrance test for undergraduate medical and dental admission this year. No relaxation will, however, be available to private medical colleges. The president signed the ordinance after he was fully convinced it did not go against the Supreme Court order. These clarifications were given by the Attorney General and the Health Ministry. The ordinance amends the Indian Medical Council Act 1956 and says that NEET will be universal from 2017-18 for both undergraduates and postgraduate admissions. Anxious students keep asking their queries and expressed opinion on the social media platform, and that made hashtag NEET one of the popular trends online. Women travelling to Rajasthan can now expect a safe, secure and fearless journey as a unique bus seva Mahila Gaurav Express equipped with sophisticated techniques and security equipments was flagged off by Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari from Delhi's Bikaner House. This bus has facilities of vehicle tracking system, CCTV camera and panic buttons for the purpose of giving immediate assistance to women in distress. If any woman is harassed in the bus or is troubled, then a woman can press panic button and call for security. This made Mahila Gaurav Express one of the most searched topics in the virtual space. Good news for travellers. Train passengers with unconfirmed tickets in AC compartments can now get upgraded to a flight by paying a little extra and sometimes even nothing at all. In a new agreement between national carrier Air India and the Indian Railways, rail passengers of AC compartments will be given the choice to take Air India flight if the tickets do not get confirmed. While first-class passengers need not pay any extra charges, second and third-class passengers will have to pay additional charges of Rs 1,500 to 2,000 to convert their tickets. The social media world got a royal trend this week as King of Bhutan, Jigme Kesar Namgyal Wangchuk, is seen chopping onions and chili to prepare a meal for the community school in Mongar in the photograph. Earlier in the news for planting over 1 lakh trees to celebrate the birth of his son, the Dragon King has always restored faith in humanity. The photograph first appeared in a tweet by Harsh Goenka, chairman of industrial conglomerate RPG Enterprises, on May 19th and quickly spread online. The picture is currently the most trending topic on Facebook as more and more people online are sharing the photo.
Moving on, WhatsApp users are being tricked into downloading WhatsApp Gold, which is apparently an exclusive version of the app which actually infects mobile with malware. A number of the app's users have reported receiving messages urging them to sign up for the service via the WhatsApp Gold website, which is linked in the message. Here's a report.
WhatsAppers beware, cause there's another scam in town and it's been catching out lots of unsuspecting users. If you have received an exclusive invitation to install a limited edition version of the popular messaging app called WhatsApp Gold, don't be fooled. Because there is only one version of WhatsApp and it's the version you are already using. Some users of WhatsApp who have become victims of the scam have reportedly received a message that says, "Hey, finally secret WhatsApp Golden version has been leaked. This version is used only by big celebrities. Now we can use it too." The upgrade claims to offer you new features such as the ability to have video chats and send 100 pictures at once and delete messages after you have sent them. You'll be then asked to click on a link to download the update. However, the link will take you to the website that is riddled with malicious software, possibly infecting your smartphone with viruses. The company warns users that the scam software can pass private information to third party without your knowledge or authorization. As usual, the best way to avoid the WhatsApp Gold scam is to ignore and delete any messages which mentions it. The only apps you download should come from the Google Play Store or the App Store, and if you are in doubt about a too good to be true new app, you shouldn't install it.
Well, it's time for a short break. Stay tuned, as coming up next is Microsoft's effort to connect the world and your valuable feedbacks. Keep watching Social Connection.
तस्वीरें जो बयां करती हैं हकीकत, हालात जिनसे जुड़े हैं आपके जज्बात, जुनून जो बदल सकता है देश की तस्वीर, खबरें जो आपके लिए जानना है जरूरी, खबर दिन भर हर शाम 5 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर। हर दिन बदलती खबरें, हर पल बनती नई सुर्खियां, खबरों की रफ्तार के साथ हर दोपहर दुनिया की ताजा तस्वीर। दोपहर समाचार रोजाना 2 बजे सिर्फ डीडी न्यूज पर।
Welcome back to the Social Connection. Well, tech giant Microsoft has announced that it is granting monetary rewards to small businesses to help speed and scale its effort to provide affordable internet access all around the world. With affordable internet access, around 4.2 billion more people could communicate, find jobs and pursue local and global passions. Here's a report.
Microsoft has joined other tech giants working to deliver the internet in remote parts of the world, although it's taking a smaller scale approach than some of its rivals. Google and Facebook are pursuing expensive, ambitious efforts to extend internet access through networks of satellites, drones, and high-altitude balloons. Microsoft is making grants to small businesses that provide online access, software or related services in places like Africa, India, and rural Maine. Microsoft says its grants, averaging about $75,000 in cash and free software, will help local startups provide services tailored to specific communities or regions in ways that have more immediate impact. Paul Garnett, director of Microsoft's Affordable Access Initiative, in a blog post said, "Local entrepreneurs stand a better chance of understanding local needs and have the expertise to create new technologies and business models to meet those needs, taking into account local market conditions." Microsoft announced 12 grants to small firms around the world, including one that delivers internet services over unused television channels in Maine. Other recipients distribute solar kiosks for charging mobile phones in Rwanda, provide internet software for rural schools in India, and operate Wi-Fi hotspots in the Philippines. One company based in Argentina makes mobile apps that uses artificial intelligence to help farmers manage their livestock.
Garnet said Microsoft has set a goal of supporting at least 20 projects in at least 15 countries by 2017. The company is also pursuing other partnerships to promote education and technology in Africa, along with the use of TV white space or unused broadcast channels for internet access. Tech company says extending internet access can improve life in rural or impoverished areas, though it may also be good for their business in the long run.
Friends, you all have sent us feedback, and it is time to see that feedback you sent in on our Twitter, Facebook, and also YouTube handles.
Well, we have reached the end of the show. We look forward to more of that feedback coming in on our Gmail, Twitter handle and Facebook page. If you missed any of the episodes, catch them on our YouTube channel, DD News Official.
Well, that's right. We hope that you enjoyed the episode of The Social Connection. See you again next week, same time, same place. And before we log off, we leave you with this week's interesting video. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
You may skip to start, but millions like us can neither skip inequality nor get a fair start. Eating sugar.